Hey everybody, Melissa here, and I'm actually out for a walk this morning. It's about a little after 9:30 in the morning, and yep, we had that big deep freeze and probably about 2 feet of snow that fell. But this is the end of my raw week, and I wanted to do the update. And I figured instead of trying to find time to sit down at my computer later and record the video, since I'm out here walking, I might as well just do it now. So let's go over the results. First of all, I will fully admit that I didn't do full 7 days. I ended up doing 5. And when I was working on creating this, I was torn between doing 5 and 7. And it wasn't the food that made me stop. It was the dang cold that made me stop. So I was really looking forward to having hot soup and my savory oats again and things like that again. So I decided to just do the initial 5 that I was contemplating in the first place, just so I can start eating hot meals when it is negative 10 degrees outside. So that was the hardest part of this raw week for me, was that I picked a really bad week to eat cold food when all you want are those hot comfort foods and stews and soups and and things like that. So I struggled only with that portion of it. It was interesting though, just to try to regain some habits, and I'm gonna quickly just try to throw that back behind me and use that so it's a little more stable. But yeah, I did really well with it. I enjoyed most of the food. There were a couple recipes that I tweaked that I'm going to be putting into the PDF. The main one was a marinara sauce. I thought that the sun-dried tomatoes were a little too, left too much of an aftertaste, so I basically just lowered the amount and then it was great. So I did really well. The results in the 5 days was a 5-pound loss, and I've been eating, I ate regular food yesterday, regular food today, and a pound's back, and it may not even be from that. It's also just because woman time of the month, so there's bloat from that as well. But I did really well, and I really enjoyed everything, and I just have to finish typing up the actual PDF, and it will be going up on Facebook next weekend. So give me a week to work on that with other stuff that I have to do during the week. It was hard too because I just had my kids. They had 3 snow days, so it was hard to kind of keep up with that stuff and write it and type it out as I went along because I just had kids to entertain. So it kind of screwed up my work week for me, but I did it, and I was really glad to do it. It really helped to reinforce some of my older habits of not snacking after dinner and, just getting in the habit of when I do snack, it's fruit or, vegetables. And some of the things, like one recipe in particular, is using spring rolls, those rice wrap papers, and I love those. So I've been eating them a lot. Even yesterday, I even had them for lunch, even beyond the raw. So it kind of helped reintroduce me to some stuff that I hadn't eaten in a while that I really enjoy eating. So that way, if I still want to eat raw, but I don't want my salad, I can make these little spring rolls or some of these others. I made, there was a raw pad thai in there, and I might even be pronouncing that wrong, but that one was delicious. That was really good. And so I enjoyed it. So it felt good to kind of refocus, reboot my body, get back into those habits that, got me to where I am, and just, have fun with it and try some different foods that I hadn't had before. And, it was really delicious, and it was a really good, way for me to feel like I was getting somewhere. And I do have to admit, the very first day, I kind of felt really tired, and like part of the second day I felt really tired, but then on the morning of the third day I had bounds of energy. I felt really good again. So I had like a day or two where I kind of felt a little crappy, and I'm like, man, if I'm gonna feel like this all week, this isn't gonna go too well. But I did spring back, and then I had tons of energy, and I was exercising on my indoor bike and doing stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it. I did really well. It's going to be coming up on my Facebook page, like I said, next weekend. So if you're interested in the recipes, if you're interested in what I did and doing it yourself, You know, make sure that you follow me on Facebook. I have like almost 6,000 subscribers here, and not nearly that many of you have followed me on Facebook, but you know, go ahead and just like my page. I post there every single day, usually at least one meal that I'm eating and other stuff that I'm doing. The next thing I'm trying out is the celery juice. I did not do it with the raw. I'm doing it on its own this next coming week, and I will probably do videos about that one too, but mostly on Facebook. I'm probably going to do a Facebook Live during the week at least once, and I'm going to be starting to do a Facebook Live video every single week consistently on my fan page. So if you haven't followed me at Plant-Based Melissa, go get there, hit the like, start watching and see what else I'm up to. So I really did enjoy it, and I'm glad I did it. Good little refocus, good little reboot, detox cleanse, however you want to call it. There's so many different names for these little weeks and 5 days, but I'm very glad that I did it and accomplished it. And you know, it's something that anyone can do. Don't recommend it during a very, very cold week. But it did well, and I'm very, very glad I got through it and did it, and I feel ready to go and energized. And that's why today it's 40 degrees out. You can see the snow on the ground. Turn around, I'm on my local bike path for a little walk this morning. It's about 42 degrees today, so it is a big difference. So even though 42 is cold, right now it feels like summer to me. So I'm out here just walking in the morning before we go out for the afternoon and, you know, enjoy our day out and about. But definitely wanted to just get this, you know, video done for you as promised. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon. So have a great day. See ya.